Thank you, Devika.
All right, Major SVP Singh, I want to bring you into the conversation, sir. Major Singh, I want to understand from your perspective, it's been an unprecedented almost decision by the Indian government to put together 7 delegations, to send them out to 33 countries, to have that all coordinated, to have a united message being sent abroad. We've not had one instance where any member of parliament or any other official part of the delegations has said anything in any other nation that may have helped turn the narrative around as far as foreign media is concerned, as far as Pakistan and its allies are concerned. Given that on the one hand, with what India is doing, what message do you think has then gone to the world at this point in time, and especially to Pakistan, Major Singh?
Thank you, Devika. Well, I would like to put it, one India, one Bharat. Munir's pawn, parallel Bilawal Bhutto and delegation, and Modi's chessboard, the 7 parliamentary delegations. That is the message to the world, that we are one. And the delegations have portrayed India's unity in diversity in full substance and moral fiber. It has come out loud and clear. Now, that has been a very strong message to the world, wherever these delegations are gone. There are about 33 countries, which represents to the world that India stands united. And the ambassador has put it very right. The message from the wives, the Sindoor having been lost. And I'm sure they have done that. They completed their work, but it's a very strong message. Now, you see, along with that, what we have combined, that we were from 22nd April onwards with the global community. We were messaging, reaching out to them, and they understood. This is perhaps the first time that there were no dissent voices coming from the world global leaders. Now, when it came to Op Sindoor, there was a preparatory time in which the many meetings of the CCPs, the 2 of them, the CCP, EC, and the Prime Minister's meeting with his defense chiefs, send a loud and clear message to the world that what India is going to do next. Now, Op Sindoor, when it was launched, it was a great military operation plan carried out in close collusion. It was the military diplomatic collusion with the political directions as the echinacea of it. Now, this message was, when we launched the operation, non-escalatory, restrained, targeting the terrorists, which was our objective in the counter-terrorism operations. Now, that was a very, very controlled operation, and I would say it was a strategic brilliance of the military which they did it at the cost. The cost was very high, that we ensured surprise, deception, and secrecy at the cost of great danger and exposure to our Air Force. It was a unique Air Force operation. Now, when Pakistan did not understand this message of non-escalatory and restraint, the next night they came across our borders and they got a bloody nose from the defense shield, the air defense shield, which in India's defense shield has come out again as one of the finest in the world. It has come out as one of the finest in the world, and we should feel very proud. And now, since they had gone into the escalatory step, we also took a measured escalatory step, but it was on their air bases and airfields to send a very strong message. And why this strong message was done? Because if I will recall to your viewers, the Fatah 2 missile, which they targeted with the red line as Delhi, and was brilliantly intercepted at Sirsa. And that is where our strategic resilience came loud and clear to the leadership, to our leadership, as well as the military acted. We got it down, and that is where we then went on for all these airfields, which was the main one, which was the dying spirit of Pakistan, the Noor Khan Air Base. Now, with that, you see, when this messaging has been done, I'm sure our delegations are brought to notice that it was no proportionality breach. It was in the spirit of the Article 51 of the United Nations resolution, which came about when United States entered Afghanistan. Now, there is one justification for India there. Then the NATO actions in Kosovo. The ambassador has covered about the Osama bin Laden case. Pakistan itself has gone into Afghanistan and Iran to decimate the terrorist camp centers there under the garb of Article 51 itself. So India is in a very strong position for the actions it has taken, and the military actions have been faithful in the sense, I would say, ethical. We did not target the civilians. So that's a very great thing. You see what has happened in the Russian-Ukraine war and what's happened in the Israel-Gaza war. It brings out our military at a very high pedestal to the world, how we can act. And I can recount the sort of atrocities which were committed in Gulf War I, Gulf War II, and in Afghanistan by these multinational forces. We stand out very tall, the Indian military, what we do. Now, that's another great message. What Pakistan can do now, Pakistan will be crying hoarse. Once again, it's only one trumpet they got, the Kashmir, and they will raise the UN resolution. I'm sure we will negate it loud and clear and very well on that. They will try to bring up the Indus Water Treaty. I think we are in a very strong position there. What we have to do, we have been very wise. We have only held it in abeyance. Pakistan behave, we will treat you like a good child. If you don't consider yourself to be a child, then the spoiled child can be shown the rod.
Okay.
So far we have been sparing the rod and the child has been spoiled.
Okay.
Now that is another.
All right, absolutely. Sumit, I want